Hello, everybody. This is the Milk Breath channel. This is Junius, and we're going to continue going through the type challenges repository. Today, we're going to tackle the easy read only problem since we did easy pick last time. Hopefully, while you're hearing this, the audio is not on one side of your ear. Hopefully, you can hear it on both sides. But we're going through the process, we're going through the pipeline, we're clearing out and clogging out all the shit. So, hopefully, we get to a spot where everything's smooth. But let's get into the problem. So we have a type, my read only type. So my read only takes in a generic T, which is equal to any. And this time we only have one test case. This test case states that it expects for these two types to be equal. My read only, which takes in to do one, should be equal to read only, which takes in to do one. Read only is I believe a type. It's already built in. I did not know they had a description in these repos. I'll just read through it because they could probably explain it better than I can. So, read only. Anthony Fu, easy, built-in, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Implement the built-in read only type generic without using it. Construct a type with all properties of T set to read only, meaning the properties of the constructed type cannot be reassigned. For example, if you have an interface to do, which has a title string, a description string, and you have const to do, which is set to my read only of to do, you can have title hey, description foobar, and then if you do to do, that title equals hello, which is basically reassigning this title here. You'll have an error, cannot reassign a read only property. To do description bar foo cannot reassign a read only property. So it basically just makes the whole type read only. So we have a test case here. So basically you just need to make sure that whatever this type does, it makes all the fields read only. Okay, so from the last problem, we already know the logic inside of TypeScript to do manipulation on each field. That's like the key in, key of, the key in, key of T logic that we did last time. So we can simply do that. So we can do the square brackets. Okay, that's the next thing. This video, I'm going to work on the audio. The second video, I'm going to work on removing these code suggestions because this is kind of cheating. But yes, K and key of T and then T of K. But in this case, I like to call it key. It just makes it simpler. So key in key of T. And then we basically want to set it to whatever type key is. So simply just do T of key. Awesome. So right now, what we're doing is we're taking in whatever type that we pass in and returning it again. That's basically what it does. We need to do some manipulation for it to be read only. But I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to look at the documentation that is linked to us inside of the README. If I can find it, it's having issues loading. Let's just do README again. So we go to README. Hopefully it reloads. There we go. At the bottom, we have some official documentation. That's one of the rules that I have. I can't like Google or AI it or look at the solution. I can only look at the documentation that is provided to us. So we can go to the TypeScript handbook and just type in read only. This is the type that we're implementing. This might be promising. Let's see. Type additionally has a read-only modifier for property. Yep, the TypeScript additionally has a read-only modifier for properties. We have a read-only here. So in theory, if you pass read-only in the front, then we can modify that property. So let's go back to our IDE. Let's go to easy read-only, and let's put read-only in the front. Simple as that. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, so just to go over my logic, the problem is to be able to pass in a type or an interface inside of this generic here and make everything read only, every field. or every property inside of it. So what we did was specify every key or every property inside of this type and every type of that property. We just basically recreating this object, but the only thing is we're prepending read only to ensure that all of these properties are actually read only. Simple as that. Yeah, I think that's the video. See y'all later.